All right, so we have an absolutely huge rumor going on right now that yes, CD Projekt RED is going to be shadow dropping and releasing Cyberpunk 2077 Samurai Edition, the next gen update with update 1.5 very soon, sooner than expected. Check this out right here. It says big rumor floating around that not only is Cyberpunk Samurai Edition for the PS5, Xbox Series X getting announced tomorrow, which is obviously more than likely, but that it's releasing tomorrow as well. Xbox Series X is already showing it's optimized. Please let this happen. And we have a screen cap, of course, showing the XS logo on the Xbox storefront. We have further evidence of this right here as well. It says right here, looks like CD Projekt RED are shadow dropping Cyberpunk optimized for Xbox Series XS tomorrow. And then furthermore, we have out on Reddit the full story right here. Damn, Cyberpunk update might also drop tomorrow along with the stream, considering how it's already showing in store as optimized next-gen console version. Now, if you're wondering about, hey, what about the PlayStation version, the PC version, of course, that would be most likely dropping tomorrow as well. Again, this is all a rumor, but man, this is huge news. We have further confirmation, of course, that officially we're getting details from CD Projekt RED in their official stream on February 15th at 4 p.m. CET time. If you missed that, I will have all of the details from that stream right here. Do not worry. But also with further evidence, what we do know about big updates like this is that the GeForce branch is usually updated a day before they drop the big update. Guess what? The GeForce branch was updated just 2 hours ago. The GeForce Now branch, I should say. So they are really ready to drop update 1.5 and the next gen update. And I would not be surprised at this point if they shadow dropped Cyberpunk tomorrow during the stream and they say, hey, play it. It is available right now. So be prepared, everyone. I think tomorrow might be the day that we will finally be able to get our hands on Cyberpunk 2077 update 1.5. I guess it would be considered potentially a relaunch of course, Cyberpunk, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on in gaming right now, especially in February. Once again, I am going to be covering Horizon Forbidden West, so please look out for those videos. But yeah, we also have Elden Ring, so there's a lot of competition, fierce competition between all these games, of course. But I think Cyberpunk still really does stand out. Of course, we had Lost Ark recently released as well, but there's nothing like Cyberpunk. You can see how different Cyberpunk actually is compared to these games. There's no game that is competing right now for the Cyberpunk Night City feel like we see right here. So I'm curious to see if all of you stay in Cyberpunk once update 1.5 drops, or if you're like, hey, these other games just look so good. You know, Dying Light 2 also released. I think that's really the only game, in my opinion, Dying Light 2, that kind of goes directly head-to-head with Cyberpunk, with the big open world. It does have a city and things like that, but it also has zombies. I love Dying Light 2, by the way. But anyway, let's get your comments from my most recent video about all of this news. If you missed it, check it out in the description below or on the channel. I have a bunch of Cyberpunk videos out now, but let's check it out. So my most recent one was called It's Finally Happening, Update 1.5 Event Revealed, Horizon Forbidden West. Reviews are in, by the way. Yeah, Horizon Forbidden West has scored so high with reviews, near perfect scores, overall sitting at an 89 Metacritic score, which is really good. But they say this game is better than the original in practically every way. I can't freaking wait to get my hands on it. But anyway, let's get into the top comments here. We have Jayless Cold, who says, I'm optimistic that they'll announce the official details of 1.5 and then say it will be live within the next week. But the way things have been going, they'll say it's coming along great and say it should be available by the end of Q1 2022. It doesn't seem like that's happening. Jonathan Turner says, I'd love to come back to Cyberpunk, but I don't think the 1.5 patch will have significant enough content. But whatever happens afterwards with expansions, I'll sure be there. Then we have, how do you say this one? Dark Change David, I believe. I probably completely butchered that one. He says, I honestly like the game, but stopped because of all the promises that were made and how little was in the final product. I'm waiting for this update and then to see what the mod community does with the game, because they are truly what's keeping it alive. I totally agree. They are killing it. They even recently released that vehicle mod that I covered in a previous video, where you can actually shoot from a moving vehicle. It's amazing, I know. And you can also have vehicles chase you. They have a new wanted system in the game. This stuff, I hope, is making its way into the game in an official capacity. And you know, if they do shadow drop this game tomorrow, the update, I should say, I'm really wondering if they went all in on hiring modders. Like, that's the only way they would be able to pull off the update. Hopefully it's significant. I don't want to overhype it, of course, so keep your feelings guarded with this one. I hope it's not a total letdown, but I am so curious to see what happens with this one. But let's keep going with some of the comments here. We have this one right here from the old gamer who says, I hope we have some good news, but my expectations are low. As a PC player using mods, I've had a much better time than console players. My hope for both PC and console is that they flesh out many obviously unfinished mechanics and features and bring the game to a mostly bug-free state so that console players can truly play it. Let me expand this, as it should. So yeah, I totally agree on that one. I myself haven't been running into any major game-breaking bugs right now since the most recent updates. Let me know if you guys are experiencing anything absolutely major. But with this, we have this dualistic mix, trying to say here. He says, with CD Projekt RED's history of these streams, there's nothing to get excited about until we see something that is worthwhile. That last time we got cops spawning further away, some clothes in a car, and they acted like that was a big fix. It was a joke. So here's hoping that 1.5 does something really cool that brings us back. But until then, best to keep expectations tempered. Here's the thing. Remember, they're going from update 1.31 to 1.5. They're skipping 1.4 essentially. So maybe that's an indication that this update will be much bigger than update 1.3 ever was. Because yes, you are right. That was so disappointing. Again, keep your expectations in check. We'll see what happens with this. But out of all the games releasing this year, let me know which one you are most excited for. Some of you guys have also been asking for the new Saints Row that's coming out in summer. You know, that one has been received as very divisive within the gaming community. But I myself think this one right here, Elden Ring, as we fade to black, we have some lightning going on here. I think Elden Ring is going to absolutely nail it and potentially take Game of the Year. That's just my assessment. I think they're going after a Dark Souls Skyrim, and it's going to work. It looks just stunning. I cannot freaking wait to dive into this one as well. I'll try my best to get my hands on an early copy, but it is so difficult anymore. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Cyberpunk 2077 updates, and of course, other open world games. Horizon Forbidden West, remember, is coming out February 18th, and then Elden Ring, I think it's February 25th, if I recall. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.